depending on where we're watching us from. My name is Spina. My audience.
I am aka Wishke aka the genius.
Okay. This is our episode.
Yes.
About my story when I like giving my story to my son, bit by bit, no hurry.
Yeah.
I want him to understand bit by bit of my growth. I want him to capture some of the lessons that he can capture, depending on how I was brought up and how I'm bringing him up. So guys, before we continue, please don't forget to subscribe. If you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe. Hit the notification button so that you will be always capturing our episodes as they come. Be assured that you are getting the juice.
Yes.
And as I said, there's no boring content here. Take your time, capture the entertainment in the story, capture the education part, capture everything that you want to capture from this. And I'm so sure we shall grow together. Today we don't have much to do because the weather around here, we are in Nairobi, but the weather around is so cold.
Chilly.
We are just taking some water. Then we give you the story.
Yes.
The next episode, I want to believe that we'll be doing an activity. If not so, anyway, it will be an activity. As I said before, I shall be giving my story as we interact and as we do some activities together. I want to teach my boy here many things. I want to teach him some of the games that we used to play that they don't play nowadays. Of course, I will be able to teach him how to cook. There are some of the things that I've already taught him how to cook, some of the simple meals that he can be cooking as we continue chatting, as I continue giving him my story. Now, do you remember where we stopped last time? Where? Okay. Let me hear whether you remember.
Okay, what I remember is that you told the audience and also me that you were licked by a snake. That's what I can remember. Yeah.
You can't remember where we concluded? The part we concluded?
No.
Now, guys, it means people are not following my story here. Because if my audience here you cannot follow my story, I wonder whether other people are following. You guys, can you follow up? Now, the last episode, of course, that is part of whatever you said is part of whatever we talked about. And the area that we concluded by telling you that my mom had got a job. From the children's fund in their home place. He was earning, of course, 3,000 Kenyan shillings. And of course, there was this dad who was in our picture. A dad in our picture.
A dad.
Who was not, of course, my real dad or even my elder sister's dad. He was not the elder, whatever. He was not our dad, but he was the dad now of the newborn now. Where we had concluded by me telling you that my mom had already employed a what?
House girl.
Do you remember what the house girl was called?
Nduko.
Nduko. She was called Nduko.
That name was it was not ringing in the mind. It was
okay. That house girl was called Nduko. She was a very, very nice girl. Okay, we stayed with her mom. As I said, she used to be sent for like 2-3 days or a week. To do getting those needy children in different places, and then she comes. So the only option she had was to employ a house girl. So the thing that I was wondering is, you employ a house girl, you are earning 3,000, you are educating your 2 brothers, you are bringing up your own family. How did the mom manage that really? Mpaka wa leo, I always don't know. But as I said, when she comes, because she was to come this weekend, but next weekend she will be here. If at all she will be here, I'll capture her story. Even if she'll speak the story in Kikamba, in the native language, in the mother tongue language, I'll be able to translate later in another episode. So stay tuned, because my mom will explain how she really managed with 3,000 doing all those things.
Imagine 3,000.
And I've said, as I've said, we were staying in a marketplace. In a marketplace. Do you remember the kind of a single room that I told you?
Yeah.
It was a single room. There was a small bed for mom and dad and the small child. Then us, we used to lay a mattress down there behind. Then we just lay there. But for me, life was just okay. Life was just normal. If puberty was there, I can't know. I was a child, so I can't just know about the puberty thing. So now, because I said she was a very nice girl, a very nice house girl. She was from, I think my mom got her from, she was a very needy girl, by the way. But I don't know really how much she was paid, but I know mom can remember. So when mom comes, she'll be able to say. So Duku was a very nice girl, and mom knew her because I think she got her from our home place, from our shad's place. Then we stayed with Duku for quite a while, in fact, quite a while. Then during that time, I don't know it was during that time or when, we stayed the way we used to stay for, I think, 1 or 2 years. Now, do you know one of the reasons why we had to relocate to another place is because, number one, we had a very abusive neighbor. That neighbor was a lady, and she was the caretaker also of that place. This lady, I remember she was called Jen. And one reason why she was very abusive, she used to just drink a lot. She was alcoholic. She used to drink a lot. She used to abuse people. She could come at night and abuse people seriously. Abuse people for no reason.
No reason
just
at all.
Because she's alcoholic. Imagine.
Yeah.
Especially if you have delayed the rent. Oh my God. She'll make sure everybody in that plot knows that you have delayed the rent. That you have not paid the rent yet. Imagine. That is the kind of a woman she was. So I remember there's a time my mom got irritated, by the way. It irritated her because I think she had not paid her rent. Then that Jen woman just came. She was going up and down, abusing her, calling her and bad names. There are very bad abuses of my mother tongue, very bad ones. So my mom got irritated and she walked outside. Then this lady, remember she's alcoholic at that particular time. This lady, the moment she saw my mom was very tough and didn't want that nonsense of being abused, my mom slapped her. I know you cannot believe this, but my mom has been a very tough woman since I knew her. My mom has been very, very tough. Slap. So my mom was very irritated and she asked her, why should you come abusing us? And even you are calling my name and abusing me just because I've not paid the rent. So my mom was she was just annoyed by the mannerisms. She slapped her. A very sweet slap, a very hot one. A very hot one. Yay. I know you can't believe your shosh can do that.
No. I don't believe that. No.
So because of the being offended, she has slapped her. So the lady could not even wake up. In fact, she slapped her until the lady fell down. Remember, she's a local. When you're alcoholic, being slapped, you just fall
down and just sleep.
And I remember that night, I think it was raining. Yeah, it was raining. It was a raining night. So she has fallen down. She has woken up there with a lot of band on her dresses. My mom had another slap, and she held her dress and made her to stand up. And she looked into her eyes and told her, at any single day, any other single day, never should you ever, abuse me or even call me a name or even abuse any of my children. Guys, that was the start of respect from that woman. But now, there will be a person who is disrespectful. Some personalities can never be changed in people. Yeah. They can never just change immediately. So, at the same time, we used to rear chicken. You know, my mom likes rearing chicken up to now. Yeah. But remember, we are rearing chicken in a marketplace, a plot. Yeah. Tumokomboa nyumba pale. So, where? I remember that too. I don't know. I cannot remember the years. I cannot be specific with the years because I can't remember. But that time, my mom had reared over 100 chicken. Over 100. Imagine zaidi ya 100 chicken. Yeah. Ukapata everyone who came to the market and they wanted to buy chicken. People used to know my mom was a great rearer. of chicken.
Kienyeji.
Pure kienyeji chicken. Yes. So eggs could never dry there. The chicken, nini. So, because this lady, this caretaker lady, this Jane lady, is also annoyed. We have never known whether she usually get annoyed by us rearing chicken. Kumbe hiyo kitu imekuwa ikimkula sana vile ata unaona? So the moment amekuwa warned, go ahead na kuanza kusema sijui nini, or the owner of this place amesema no chicken should be reared in this place, what.
Yes, nashindia kupupua.
Just because kupupu huku sijui what when the lady comes, instead of calling my mom and telling her privately, anamwambia the landlord amesema hataki chicken kwa whatever nini. Imagine analewa tena. Hajasahau zile coffee amekula. Analewa tena. Then she comes again and says, anyone here who knows anarea chicken hapa, mwenye anajua yeyote analisha kuku hapa, can you just make sure by tomorrow morning hii nyumba kama hutatoa hii nyumba ya kuku hapa tutaichoma ama tuitupe sijui nini kwa sababu mwenye wa nyumba amekataa. And again matusi inafuatana. My mom got annoyed again. Alimuita tu, alimchapa slaps zingine mbili. Na akamwambia at any single day, kama you have anything to tell me, just approach me personally and privately. No kuja uniambie. Not a matter of kutangazia watu hapa what you are talking about, whatever people even cannot understand. Unaona? That is number one, disrespect. So mpaka wa leo, that is one thing that annoys me. Neighbors that are cheeky, neighbors that are I just, if I'm staying in a rented home, even here in Nairobi, if I'm staying in a rented home, I just mind my own business in my own house. Thank God the caretakers in Nairobi are disciplined. They just come to you if there is any point of concern. They just tell you privately. Not start announcing all over here.
When snitches get stitches,
imagine. So now that is another respect that's coming. Sasa from that time, the respect now became permanent. That woman could not disrespect my mom any other time. At any single moment.
Those false alarms.
Imagine. False alarms. So now, I want to remain bad on the chicken. There's one funny thing about my mom. Imagine she used to rear all this chicken. But sisi kula ao kuku. Kai.
Number one. That's why she loves chicken very much.
No, she loves chicken. Alikuwa anapenda chicken. To an extent, hata si wenyewe kutuchinjia tukule is a problem. Chicken ni wengi ndio, lakini sisi kutuchinjia tukule. Kai. Ungefikiria tunaanga kuku hata hatujui kuku. Na kuku ni sisi tunarea hapo, but kukula chicken, my friends.
Excuse me, mom.
And I can't say my mom was mean that time. Mimi sijui kwa nini. I think it was issue ya the chicken wamsaidie kulipa rent, wamsaidie kulipa fees, wamsaidie au chicken akiuza wanamsaidia at least kutafuta chakula yetu. So I think I can base my argument with that about yeye kutotuchinjia nini kuku. We really desired the chicken. Lakini pia I was a very small tiny guy. Kwa hivyo pia sikuwa na hiyo tamaa pia ya kuku. Lakini sasa as I grew up ndio nilikuwa nataka zile za kai. Kuku si sahi wale kuku 100 sahi wako wapi wakuja hapa tuwakule. Unaona? So the funny thing about mom kutotuchinjia kuku, I think now I can learn the lesson ilikuwa labda kwa sababu anataka mchezo kwake ilikuwa side hustle. I think so. Yeah, by there I can deduce that. Kwake ilikuwa side hustle ndio imsaidie kulea the brothers, kulipia the brothers fees, imsaidie kutulea, imsaidie kulipa rent and the kind. But now the question is, huyu mwanaume alikuwa na yeye huyu baba huyu mtoto mdogo. Mimi mpaka wale always wonder huyu mwanaume alikuwa anasaidia na nini kwa nyumba. Because sijui kama alikuwa analipa rent. Sikumbuki wakati ashii kuja amebeba shopping. I don't know. Mimi mambo ya shopping, by the mambo ya kufanya shopping ati kwa nyumba, unakuja na shopping end month, nini umebeba, nimejuliana hapa kwa
wako.
I've never seen at any single day tumefanya shopping mingi ya karatasi tumekuja tumebebewa. I've never seen that happen.
Yana katuka nyumba amekaa chini.
Si kukaa kwa nyumba, anatoka anasema anaenda kutafuta kibarua. Unajua watu wa kupaint, it's all about kibarua and the kind. It's just getting an asshole to sustain you. Si ati yeda permanent. I told you he was a painter. So, painter is wakati umeitwa when there's a job. If there's no job, you stay without a job. Are you seeing that? Imagine. You had a question. Did you have a question?
Yeah, because I wanted to correct you somewhere. It's not rare, ni kulea. You said rare.
But I said rare, rearing chicken.
Yeah, but as in kurea chicken, we ulisema kurea kuku. So I want to correct you on that.
Now. So mambo ya whatever, even whatever, yeah, the chicken were many, the eggs. If I hate eggs, I don't remember. Remember, I was a small kid. I don't remember whether I hate I hate eggs. I don't know. But as we grew up, now I'll continue giving the story as I grew up. So now, there's this now situation of growing up in a market place. Growing up in a market place. I'm doing that because we have been distracted by my small baby girl. She's busy knocking the door and we are somewhere enclosed.
Yeah.
So namlenga tuacha ni mlenga tu tuendelee kuchapa story.
Yeah.
Guy, she's knocking the door. But we are not going to open. Now, growing a marketplace is not a joke.
Yeah, it's not a real joke.
Because for me, my mom was married, yes. But for me, how she really struggled with life is like she was single. That's what I can say. Yani you are married, but though you are struggling with life, you alone, is like you are
single.
So I believe, because we were tiny, I believe most of the time my mom used to have a lot of arguments with this guy, this dad of this girl, you see. Now, anyway, thank God that most of the arguments we didn't see. But initially, as I told you, I remember one day this guy slapped my mom in front of her. Something that really I didn't like it, even up to today. So growing up in a marketplace is not easy. Now, the funny bit of it is that even when you're in school, especially in the public schools, there are no private schools. Those times, in fact, there were no private schools.
Nothing
school
like
was
that.
School, public school.
Public.
Story ya ushago ni So, I remember, because abu tumelelewa sokoni, there was that katabia of some teachers. Especially wale walimu. Remember teachers kitambo walikuwa wanaonekana ndio watu wameomoka kabisa. Uko mwalimu kitambo.
You are respected.
You are respected. You are the one given the MC work if there's a chat going on there. Kuna niwe MC. Sijui wewe nani. Kwa sababu ati niwe rich. Sasa
rich kid.
So some of the teachers in school, I didn't like their whatever because kwa sababu tunaishi sokoni, they used to take us like we are poor. Imagine sisi ni poor, we cannot afford our own home. So such things really hit my heart. But umbali, they really hit me. Na from that time, the moment I realized kumbe these teachers wanatubeba vibaya just because we stay in the market with a single mom. That is when I said in my heart, lazima nikisha grow, I'll get my mom her own place of living, her own land. I'll come back to that sometime after.
Yeah, after.
So now, in a marketplace, then time ya shule imefika, my sister amejoin class 1, mimi nimekaa nyumbani. My sister and I tumeachana na 5 years. My elder sister, 5 years. Tumeachana na 5 years. So ameingia shule ahead of me, na mimi nikamfuata tukaanza kwenda na yeye play group vile your brother is going for play group. So I used to accompany my sister. Mimi sitaki kuachwa nyumbani. So I accompanied my sister to nursery school. Remember, there were no play groups, there were no PP1s, group unit, no. It was just nursery. After nursery, you join class 1. Class 1. So I remember, I used to go with my sister. Then, kidogo kapata, I'm getting everything, whatever is being taught there. But now my mom could not allow that. Could not allow that I joined the same class with my sister. So my sister first proceeded to class 1, then I remained again. I was made to repeat again. The nursery class. So my sister now is continuing the education and myself now I'm almost joining. So before that, I remember before I joined, I remember we had suffered from a very bad cough. There was a certain cough that everybody had cough in that place, in that marketplace. Everybody had cough. Everybody was coughing. Na ile cough ya unasikia kasauti huku kanaenda kakidisappear ni kama echo. The squeaking one, So everyone was almost, people were wondering what is happening. It was like this corona thing. Everyone had that cough. I don't know what was happening. So now the worst bit of it, that cough. My sister and I, my elder sister and I, measles na chicken pox. Zikashikana na ile cough. Measles na chicken pox. Now you guys, as you know, measles kills. by the way. Measles is a killer disease, let me tell you.
How?
So measles is those tiny, very tiny, they usually look like rashes. They are very tiny and they are filling your body, even eyes, even mouth, even the lips. They touch everywhere.
Even the
they add everywhere, bro, everywhere. Even here unajikuna mpaka huku. Na you feel itchy every time. Unajikuna na ukijikuna the match unajikuna the match ina spread. So anytime nikunguze hivi na niko na measles inakushika. Yeah, inakushika. So the moment sasa I got this measles, my sister akashikwa nayo pia. Kumbuka kwa tunalala na yeye kwa kitanda kwa mattress moja. So tunakwaruzana the hewa and the kind. Na yeye akashikwa na mimi. Na ulikuwa ile measles ya mpaka nimefura macho yalikuwa yanakaa hivi. Unapata hata siwezi fungua. Yalikuwa yamefura akaka hivi. Unapata I cannot open those eyes, imagine.
At all.
Where? Before the measles was over, even ile time tu tumeshikwa na measles like 2 days, imejaa kwa mwili. Chicken pox.
Boom.
Boom. Zikakuja zimefuatana aje? Hivi. Chicken pox, my friend. Chicken pox inakuanga makubwa. Yako na tumaji ndani. Zinakanga nikai iko na have you seen a ban vile inakaaga? Ukiwa umebaniwa na maji ama kitu. Sipana for mingi kiblister then ndani kuna kamaji. That's how chicken pox looks like.
Yeah, but
it is a big pimple zenye ziko different places. Hiyo iko angi kila mahali. Unapatanga ukiipoka kako kamaji kakimwagika hapo kanachikisha zingine hapo. In case mtu apunguze hivi na that fluid inside kametokea na akunguze hivi pia wewe inakushika. So the same thing ikanishika sister yangu na akashikwa. We temperature za hii fever inatupanda mpaka wapi? My mom ni yule hata ajui atafanya nini. Nashangaa watoto wangu watakufa. So I remember there was an herbalist. There was a herbalist who used to come on Wednesday. Remember in our home place, that marketplace, Wednesdays and Saturdays were the main market days. Ulikuwa unapata watu wamejaa huko soko nini. I think I've ever taken you to the marketplace one day. When there is a marketplace, there are plenty of people. So on a Wednesday, my mom woke up very early, and when there usually herbalists you used to come to sell the herbs of healing different diseases. So huyo herbalist akauzia mom a certain whatever. Mama akamuelezea akamwambia tuko na measles, tuko na chicken pox, then tunakohoa sana na nile kukohoa ishi yenye iko continuous, yenye iko consistent. So this herbalist akamsikiza akampea dawa ngapi? 2. Moja ilikuwa ya kuchemsha. Ilikuwa sasa ile ya kukunywa kuponya the cough. It used to be boiled. Then kila mtu anakunywa a whole glass of it. Wanakunywa. What?
When it's hot.
Ikiwa imepoa inaboiliwa ndio sasa ikuwe sawa. Then inakuwa cool, then kila mtu anaekewa kikombe imejaa. So hiyo ikasetiwa mama akaiseti na ni usiku sasa. Unajua alinunua asubuhi then akaiweka sasa akaja kuiprepare jioni akishatoka job. We akaeka vikombe zikakula hapo. Then sasa ile nyingine ilikuwa ya kuweka kwa maji ya kuoga yetu. Sasa ya kuponya this measles and the chicken pox. Sasa hiyo tuliwekewa kwa karai. Sasa kwa maji warm tuliweka kwa karai then tukaoga nayo ilikuwa na sister yangu. After bathing by the way we stayed like 2 days. Hiyo ugonjwa ikadisappear completely na hatujaipata tena na measles ama chicken pox. Ili disappear completely. Now ile dawa ya kukunywa sasa ndio hii. Sasa when my mom first took it na akaitest. That thing was bitter. Let me tell you.
Bitter.
That thing was so bitter. Where? Now, other than bitterness, when you take it and you swallow, ulikuwa unasikia ni kama inakukatakata intestines. Inside. Yeah. Ulikuwa unasikia reza inakukatakata intestines hivi ndani. My friend. So the moment my mom felt that way, akasema, "We, hii siekei watoto wangu peke yangu." I remember aliniekea, akaekea my sister, akajiekea na akaekea the small girl, the Faith sasa akamwekea hapo kadogo. Akamwekea kadogo kwa mnyonyi ya maziwa. Hapo. Na my mom kabla atupea akatuambia sasa hii dawa I bought it from a herbalist and niambia it is the best. It might be very reactive, but tutapona completely. So my mom sasa yeye wakati ametuweka hivyo na akaekea katoto na akapea kwanza mtoto kwanza akakunywa.
Kadilia.
Sasa after that akatuambia mnajua nini? Hii dawa niliambiwa iko sawa na itaponya nini? The cough completely. But it's very bitter na vile nimesikia mimi inaenda. nimeweka kila mtu tukunywe, kama ni kukufa tukufe sisi wote basibaki mtu. Kama ni kusurvive na tupone kukooa, tupone kila mtu. That's exactly what happened. Sasa my mama akachukua akanipea. Akapea my sister, akakunywa yake, akachika yake, then mtoto si ashapewa kwa maziwa. Then akatuambia mfunge macho na iteremuke kuteremu. Unajua my mom was very tough. Kwa hivyo hakuna vile ungekataa. There's no way. No, atumwage umwage ya nani? Hiyo ni pesa yake ametumia kununua dawa. Umwage ya nani? So I remember Asila alitime kwanza akatuambia mkunywe. Haya, mimi nikalazimisha kwa personally, you know I don't like medicine. Nikalazimisha nikaikunywa nikamaliza kikombe mzima. Kabla nimalize I was already down. Nilikuwa nimelala hata sijielewi. My sister the same. After that my mom wakati aliona tumelala na yeye akakunywa. Akasema kani kufa tukufe si wote, kani kupona tuponye completely sisi wote. Sisi wote. So tumekunywa, tumelala pale. Mtu vile anasikia, yani you cannot even explain vile unasikia. I cannot explain kwa sababu sijaishi kunywa. Unajua kuna wale watu wanakunywa, wana commit suicide, wanakunywa kama dawa ya baya inamuua, kama poison. So siwezi explain hao watu usikiaje kwa sababu never tasted. But as for me, as I can explain by relating to poison. It's like vile mtu akikunywa poison anasikia vile tumbo inaharibika nini. That was the feeling, my friends. Tulikuwa tunasikia tumbo unasikia kila place sweat mwili mzima. Una sweat, unasikia sijui kutapika, unasikia a lot of nausea, unasikia kizunguzungu, kichwa ni kama inaenda hivi. Unasikia ndani ni kama unakatakatwa na razor blade hivi. That is how the medicine was reacting, bro. Sasa after that my mama akatuambia vile umesikia tulale tu. Tukiamka ni sawa, tusipoamka ni sawa pia. Ni sawa pia, bora tumeenda sisi wote. My friend, as we slept, my mama akaomba kawaida, she's a prayerful woman. Akaomba then tukala. In the morning tuliamka tukiwa fine kabisa. My friend, from that time we stayed for years and years bila kupata na cough. Ama atioma sijui cough sijui the homa and the kind. That thing disappeared completely because of that herbalist, that herbal medicine. Then after that, when my mom wanted to buy another one, akaenda akapata that kamzee who used to sell, that herbalist used to sell. Amedai, yeah. And that's how mambo ya homa and cough kwanza it disappear for years. Unaona? That's it. So now nilikuwa tumefika kwa my sister, amejoin shule. Na mimi nikakaa pia mimi nikajoin. Tulikuwa tumechana na 2 classes. Pia yeye akajoin. Pia mimi nikajoin. Now, in my primary school, of course, nimesema there were no private schools. So it was the public school that was there. Was a very nice school, of course.
Yeah.
I remember the first ed teacher that I found there was called Mr. Ndunda.
Oh, the one you used to tell me?
No, Ndunda, Mr. Ndunda. This guy was a dark guy, used to wear specs. That man was tough, my friend. Guy. Tough. That guy, unajua nowadays you guys will see teachers and you are there, hi teacher, sijui hi what? Where? Public school teachers. Upatane na wao, in fact ufai kupatana na mwalimu. Ukimuona ni yule unajificha sijui wapi. That's how people used to behave in primary, in public. Even up to today I think it happens, lakini this is nowadays things have changed. Yeah. But kitambo, my friend, huyo ed teacher ungetaka hata kupatana na yeye anywhere. That guy was tough, my friend, Mr. Ndunda. But he rested. That guy, I think he had a problem. Now the main problem number one, he was not married. We came to realize that he was a divorced man. So it was kind of ilikuwa inampea stress, then ile ana time anatandika watoto anakuja anatandika kwa sababu hizo hasira yeye ni single. Hizo hasira anatutandika nazo, unaona? Number 2, he used to smoke heavily. Guys, do you know what we mean by heavily? He used to smoke heavily. Let me tell you. A very big smoker. Now, of course, ukiona smoke hip, I'm so sure he was alcoholic. Only that hakuwa sure kutuonyesha that is alcoholic akiwa shule. But his eyes were always red.
Red always.
Hata akiwa tu amevaa specs zake tu unaona ndani the eyes are red. Ile red sharp. That sharp red. That's how the eyes were. This guy was tough. Everybody feared him. In fact, hata walimu wenzake, walimu wale wenye akona anawaka nao hapo, those teachers really feared that guy. Now Guys, guys, I think we shall stop the video here because my phone seems to be overheating too. Inasumbua kidogo. So allow us to end this one here. We shall continue from where we have stopped right now. Kindly, if you have not subscribed up to now, please subscribe. Please share, please comment, whatever. And we shall stay with you. So for now, we want to say bye-bye. Do you have anything to say, Williams?
No.
There's nothing you can say? Otherwise, I'm my fans for comment up and now subscribe.
Okay, I can just say, I remind you again, it's never too late to do anything. Yeah. So please subscribe, hit the notification button, and always share our content.
Sure.
Yes.
So guys, next next episode I shall continue. I'll get an activity that will keep us busy.
Yeah.
And I'm so sure you shall stay entertained, you shall stay educated, you shall stay inspired. The reason why we have just added this all of a sudden is because my phone is misbehaving, overheating, na pia there was an incoming call. Na ikaanza kukatakata. And I don't want us to worry or tuanze kuongea vitu as make sense just because the phone is disturbing. So for now, guys, it's a bye. Cheers to many more episodes.
Victory.
We love you guys.